Good morning, everybody. Glad to have you here today. Appreciate you joining me. If you will, like, share, comment on the post. And then if you want to follow along, we're going to be in a wonderful little verse. Second Thessalonians chapter number 2 and verse 14, where Paul says, "To this he called you through our gospel, so that you may obtain the glory of our Lord Jesus Christ." We have been called through the gospel so that we can obtain, so that we can gain the glory of Christ. This would have been a huge statement for the Thessalonians, again, who were being severely, just unmercifully persecuted for their faith. And just to think about what this statement would have meant to them, that they were bound for glory, that they were going to share in the glory of Jesus Christ. The word glory there means that to possess the perfect light, to dwell in the perfect light, the splendor, the magnificence of our God. And he says, you've been saved to that. You've been called to that. And I'm sure there were days that the Thessalonians going through the persecution and the suffering, maybe like you sometime, were questioning, what in the world? Why am I in this mess? I thought following Jesus would be better than this. I didn't think it'd be this hard. I didn't think I'd have to suffer like this. I didn't think these kind of things happen to believers. All those kinds of thoughts that run through our minds certainly were running through the minds of the Thessalonians, again, as they were being persecuted on every turn by their own family, by their work, by neighbors, by strangers, you name it. They were suffering for their faith. And they probably, on many occasions, thought to themselves, why in the world? What am I doing this for? Why don't it be easier just to give up and quit? But Paul says here, you've been called through the gospel that you may obtain the glory, the very presence, the brilliance of Jesus Christ. That's a good word for us today. I don't think we're most, maybe in some places in the world, but in America, most of us, we're not. We may be going through some hard times, but we're not suffering like the Thessalonians did yet. Anyway, we're not going through some of the persecution and execution and the things that were going on there, and from their own family and those kinds of things that were happening to them. And but as you go through today, you just again, you keep your chin up, keep your eyes on Jesus, knowing that you've been saved through the gospel, because you will obtain the glory, the very presence of Jesus Christ. What an encouragement for us today. Hang on to that, no matter what you face. All right. Have a good one. We'll see you here tomorrow morning.